Today we're looking at the TAC Vector Optics Anti-Cant device, and all this is basically a little spirit level, and it just goes on there kind of like a scope ring. This one's both 30 millimeter and 1 inch, and it's got a plastic liner. I do like that because having a plastic liner, because I don't like anything marring my scope finish. Up here, that's my video mount. In case the idea behind the anti-cant is to keep you from canting the rifle. If you're ever having a bad day with shooting a rifle at extremely long ranges, it's probably because you're canting it, not realizing it. Human eye just isn't capable of detecting that. You know, you try to line up the horizon or whatever, or you're looking at the target and presuming it's straight. And what you should have is one of these devices to make sure you're got that. It looks like it's fairly well made. We'll see how well made it is. This 375 does have some recoil to it, although it's mag deported and it's a pretty heavy rifle, so it didn't kick that bad. No, I have no problem going out shooting 10 or 20 rounds with this at a setting. In any case, we're going to see how much this helps for long range shooting with this gun. I think at modest ranges, around 100 yards or so, maybe it wouldn't make a difference, but I'm sure as further you get out, the greater the chance of error. Probably not needed for shooting moving targets or, you know, swinging on a deer that came up too close on you or something, but for a long shot when you're trying to shoot clear across a quarter section or something, probably going to need that to keep that rifle nice and straight. You know, maybe it's debatable whether or not these little gadgets are worth having or not. But for $17, well, we've got one. And this gun's already heavy as a tank, so I just stick another gadget on there, won't hurt at all. It is fairly sensitive, just a little wiggling. Not so much to just drive you nuts. One thing that kind of bothered me was across the top of the flats. They didn't agree with the spirit level, so when I was leveling it, you couldn't just put the level across those flats on this cant device. I had to go back and put the level back on the scope, which of course had already been leveled on the base. When I mount the scope, I always make sure to put the level on the base. Like I wrap it up, the gun up in bubble wrap, and twist it around until it's level side to side, and then I put the level on top of the scope cap, the elevation cap there, and mount that way. Anyway, for about $17 on eBay, we got a little Chinese gadget stick on our all-American 1917 Enfield. It's one of those old school sporter rifles, you know, swords to plowshares. You know, a lot of these were brought back as war trophies or whatever. A lot of the 98 Mausers. And this Enfield was the American copy of the 98 Mauser. It's not quite as eloquent as the 98, but it's a good old solid tank, and I've had this particular action for years. It used to be first started life as a 30-06, and then it was a 264 mag, and now it's a 375 Holland. So I've certainly got my money's worth out of this action. Anyway, we'll take this out shooting whenever the wind stops blowing, and just see how much difference having that little level makes.